Hey, what's going on guys? Rage Train here and welcome back to another episode of the Hypixel Skyblock Hardcore series. And I figure right now would be a great time to start the episode because as you can see at the top of my chat here, or hopefully you can see, hopefully it's not too small, I just unlocked the Runin's Bow recipe while collecting from my skeleton minions here. So there's really no need for me to keep these guys up anymore in terms of unlocking collection stuff because we've maxed out the bone collection now. But if I head out to this chest right here where I've been storing my bones, you can see we're actually getting really close to basically being able to craft the skeleton helmet without even having to buy any bones in the shop, because we are now at 3 stacks of bone here. And like I mentioned before, it's only 5 stacks to craft the helmet. So if I leave these minions up for maybe another like 2 days, we honestly might be at that 5 stacks that I need. And I still haven't really made any more progress on the pumpkin farm down there. I was planning on doing a stream today and knocking out the rest of it, but just didn't get around to it. So hopefully tomorrow, or I think the day that this video is being posted, I will finally get around to knocking out the rest of that pumpkin farm. Maybe it'll be streamed, maybe it won't. I guess just keep your eyes peeled. If you're not already subscribed to the channel with notifications on, I guess make sure you do so if you want to watch that stream. But yeah, I guess while I'm already recording, I'll go ahead and clear out the rest of these creeper minions. If I head to my gunpowder collection, I am starting to get pretty close to creeper pants. Still a ways off though, we're about 9,000 gunpowder away. So I don't think this collection here will quite get me to that 25k. Okay, so now that we have collected all of them, okay, we're only at 18k, so we only went up by like 2,000. Oop, and before I forget, let me go ahead and do my /death count for you guys today. As you can see, we are still rocking that 0 death count right there. And yeah, I don't think there's really anything I need to update you guys on in terms of the island. I honestly did not get a chance to really play yesterday, so most things have remained the same since last episode. But nonetheless, we are still going to hopefully be making some huge progress in today's episode and doing something that I think you guys are all going to be very hyped for and excited to watch, because it's going to be a little bit on the dangerous side, which I think probably makes for the most interesting content in a hardcore series. And the reason it is going to be on the dangerous side is because today we are going to be doing my first ever Slayer quest. Yes, you heard that right. Today we are going to be attempting Slayers. Now, I know, to many of you guys, that might seem crazy because my armor setup at the moment, nothing too great. But do not worry, I'm not going to be doing anything crazy like attempting tier 3, tier 4 Revenant horrors or like tier 4 Svens or something like that. I'm going to be sticking to mostly tier 1 bosses, but I am going to do at least one tier 2 Revenant horror because I need to in order to unlock tier 1 Tarantula Broodfathers as well as tier 1 Sven Packmasters. Now, you guys might be asking, why would you risk fighting a tier 2 Revenant horror in a hardcore series where if you die it's over? And don't worry, I have good reason for it. I actually went on my other Zucchini profile here, which is like my main co-op I played for in a long time, and I put on an armor set and a weapon that would give me like similar stats to what I have on here, and then I went through and tried to run through a Revenant horror, and it was a little bit on the iffy side. I'm gonna be taking some extra precautions when I run through it today, just in order to make sure that that thing won't kill me. But we're gonna be starting off today with a tier 1 Revenant horror, which should be no issue at all for me. And now for this one, I might stick to killing zombies, although I need to see, okay, yeah, I only would need to kill 25 zombies, so I'll stick to zombies for this one. But for the tier 2, I probably am going to try and kill some crypt ghouls, which again might start to tread on the riskier side of things, but I think it'll be okay. I did some pretty extensive testing on my main profile because I, like I'm assuming many of you guys are at the moment, was a little bit scared for myself about it. But yeah, it's really only the tier 2s in terms of bosses that I have to be worried about. The tier 1s are all missing like the boss's main abilities, so they're really not very dangerous at all, and they barely have any health. It's just when you start getting into the territory of the tier 2s, they get pretty dang scary because they all get like an added ability. Like I think the Revenant horror is it starts doing like AoE of like 25% of your defense per second, but you'll see this thing, I like one-shot it, it's nothing. But a problem with the tier 1s, as you can obviously see, not great rewards. 2 Revenant flesh, it doesn't really have much use. Oh, and I guess you guys also might be asking, like, why would you even want to do Slayers? Are there any rewards that like are obtainable at the lower levels that are worth it? And the answer is 100% yes. There are actually a pretty decent amount of things that I think will be pretty useful to me even at these lower levels, which you guys will see once I start getting up here. So just for doing that one Slayer there, I already get +2 permanent HP, which is not a lot, but it's still something, you know. I do the Fairy Souls, might as well do this for some HP as well. And then I also get the Wand of Healing recipe, which, hey, healing in a hardcore series, pretty nice. And the recipe for it is not too bad at all. It's just 16 Revenant flesh and a stick, and that is actually one of the things that I'm going to make sure to get myself before I take on a tier 2 Revenant Horror here. So I'm going to go ahead and grind up a bunch of tier 1 Revenant Horrors until I have the 16 Revenant Flesh I need to craft that Wand of Healing, and then I'll be back for you guys. Okay, still not close to that 16 Revenant Flesh. I'm only at 4 at the moment, but I just hit Zombie Slayer level 2, so I figured I'd show you guys myself collecting my rewards, getting another +2 permanent HP, and also zombie ring recipe, which might be useful. Actually, this would be a really nice talisman for me to have, although a full stack of Revenant Flesh might be a little hard to get. Actually, if I can start doing tier 2s and get 9 to 18 Revenant Flesh every time, I actually can definitely get that zombie ring. That'll be something for me to go for. And also, while I'm looking at these drops, I want to show you guys this. This Foul Flesh here is another reason why I really want to start grinding Revenant Horrors, because you can see at tier 2, they have a 20% chance of dropping 1, which even 1 will be great for me though, because they increase your minion speed by 90% for I think 5 or 6 hours, which obviously right now as I'm grinding for monster hunter armor, if I could just get a couple Foul Flesh to throw on my creeper minions, my spider minions when I get those set up, my skeleton minions, it would help us out a lot. Alright, I got the 16 Revenant Flesh. I actually got an extra on here. I'm up to 17. So let me go ahead and turn in this final tier 1 that we're going to do. And then let's go ahead. I need to head back to my island actually, because I need a stick to craft this Wand of Healing. Okay, and there we go. Wand of Healing is crafted just like that. Now, this is the first thing that I want to kind of safeguard myself against the tier 2 Revenant Horrors. But I also am going to brew myself some Regeneration Potions to be extra safe. Now, in order to brew Regeneration Potions, I do actually need to get myself a gas tier. Don't have access to gas tiers yet because I have not even got myself a bow yet, which I guess is probably something we should do within the next couple of episodes. The good thing is, though, we don't have to freak out about that right now because the alchemist over here will sell me a gas tier. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll actually buy 5 just so I have some for the future as well. Okay, and got myself 3 water bottles here. Oh, I guess I actually need to make sure I have another wart too, because it turns into an awkward potion first. Of course, I'm not going to have another wart, am I? Please, one of these chests? No, okay, never mind. Got to go back and buy another wart now. Okay, got myself another wart, and a lot of you guys complained last time because I wasn't using a hopper with my brewing stand here. So this time I will craft a hopper and use it just for those of you who got upset that I was not doing so. Okay, there we go. Hopper set up. Now let me make sure I want the nether wart, then the gas tier, then an enchanted glowstone dust, and then an enchanted redstone dust. So put all those in the hopper. Hopefully it takes it in the correct order. There we go. And then I should actually probably put the water bottles in the brewing stand. I guess the ingredients aren't going to work on nothing in the brewing stand. And while those are brewing up, I'm actually going to go ahead and give myself a nickname so that I don't have to worry about anybody griefing me if they see me doing a tier 2 Slayer, because they might notice I'm using the armor that I have in my hardcore profile and might think, hey, it'd be a little bit funny if I just ended Rage Train's entire hardcore series right now, so we'll take a little bit of a precaution against that. Alright, there we go. Regeneration pots are done. Now keep in mind, these are only regen 3 pots because I'm having to use a regular gas tier, not using like an enchanted gas tier or anything. But the 15 HP per second from these in combination with the 20 HP per second from the Wand of Healing, I think should be enough. Honestly, I think maybe just the Wand of Healing on its own would be enough. The regen pots are really more of just like an extra safety precaution. Because obviously it'd be stupid for me to take any sort of risk at all, right? Like this is a hardcore series where one death means the end of the series. Anyway, let's head over to the Maddox, the Slayer guy here, and we'll start up our Revenant Horror 2. It's going to cost 2,000 coins, getting a little bit on the pricey side, but I can always head back to the Diamond Reserve to grind up money if I want to. And now, for the tier 2, we are actually going to use Crypt Ghouls to farm up, but I don't want my final kill to be a Crypt Ghoul, I think, because the one thing I did notice when I was testing this on my main profile was if I got caught down here with the tier 2 Revenant Horror and a couple other Crypt Ghouls attacking me, that actually could lead to me dying. So while I am okay here to take some hits from Crypt Ghouls and a tier 2 Revenant Horror at the same time might start to get iffy, as well as like large numbers of Crypt Ghouls here. So I just need to be a little bit on the safe side. I know a lot of you guys out there sometimes think I'm being like overly cautious or whatever. I'm like, why is he so scared about these things? But it's just because like one small mistake on this profile has like such bad ramifications. So far so good though. We're handling these Crypt Ghouls with ease. If I can crit, I one-shot them, but my crit chance is like 40% I think or something, so most of the time I don't crit on them. But actually we might be able to make that 2,000 coins back just by grinding up Crypt Ghouls, I guess, because my Raider's Axe gives me 20 coins every time I kill one of them. Okay, a Golden Ghoul. I am scared of that thing. 45k HP. It would take me like literally 20 plus hits to kill it, so no thank you. I'm definitely glad I decided to go with Crypt Ghouls for getting up to the tier 2 though, because even these are going to take a little bit. I need to kill 45 of them. I can't even imagine how many I would need to kill if I was grinding level 1 zombies. Okay, getting close here. I'm going to get to 43 out of 45, and then I think I'm going to be done. Oh, I got to kill this one. I got to kill this one. Okay, that was not how I wanted to go. That was not how I wanted to go. I think we're fine here. Oh, okay, that is not how I wanted to go though, where I had to be drinking the regen potion after it was already spawning. Oh, and you can see here, it's actually taking a while for me to kill it, man. But we're definitely doing okay on health here. But like I said, this thing was a little bit scary. Okay, whew, we survived it. It got a little scary there. I didn't realize how long it was gonna take me to kill that thing, but we made it out. Very nice rewards from that though. I think we got 9 Revenant flesh, which is actually on the lower end, I think, right? Because it was between like 8 and 16. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I think the Wand of Healing on its own probably would have been enough because I don't think I was losing like any health at all. But I still think the Regen 3 is a good precaution to take since we're obviously doing a hardcore series. But now here we go. These are much better. 25 Zombie Slayer XP for each one as opposed to the 5 I was getting with the Revenant Horror 1. And since we have now killed a tier 2, I have unlocked the Tarantula Broodfather 1. Although I guess I just realized here, it's not actually the Revenant Horror tier 2 I need to kill to unlock the Spend Packmaster, it's the Tarantula Broodfather 2. I should remember that. Which, the Tarantula Broodfather tier 2, I can guarantee you right now is going to be way too strong for me on this profile because it reduces like 50% of your healing, I think. So I'm pretty sure that thing will shred me. I'm going to stay away from it. But even from just doing tier 1s and unlocking the first 2 levels of the Spider Slayer, I can get myself plus 2% permanent crit damage and the spider ring recipe, so I think we are actually going to do that for ourselves. Let me start up a tier 1 here, and we will head over to the spider's den. I don't think I should need a regen 3 for this guy. I'll keep one on me just in case. Oof, okay, I am a little scared about this. I did test this one on my main profile as well, and I'm pretty sure it's just like the Revenant Horde tier 1 where I one-shotted it, and since it doesn't have the ability of healing reduction, it really isn't that strong. But I don't know, man. I'm sure you guys can understand. I'm just always scared about everything on this profile. Okay, we need to get to 28 kills, and of course, this guy in the unstable armor with the bow is about to steal all of them that spawn in this area. That is unfortunate, though, that I'm not going to be able to do the Sven Packmaster. I was kind of counting on that one because I was hoping I was going to be able to try and unlock the Radiant Power Orb recipe, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait until we can do tier 2 spiders in order to get that. Ooh, and I didn't even think doing the Spider Slayer is actually good for me because I do need to collect some string eventually to start making spider minions so I can work towards the spider boots for my Monster Hunter armor. So we're like taking 2 birds out with 1 stone right now. Okay, either this kill or the next one should spawn it in. Yeah, I figured usually it's like 1 less than it said it's gonna be. Okay, yeah, we one-shot it, no problem at all. The tier 1s, I'm fine with. I do still think the tier 2 would be a bit too risky for me though. We only need to kill 2 more tier 1s to get to the Spider Slayer level 2 and get another plus 1% permanent crit damage, so let's do that. Okay, some dude is over there getting wrecked by his tier 4 spider. I'm staying far away from that. I'll keep myself over here. If I can just get 1 more spider to spawn here though, this should spawn it. Okay, here we go, spawn in my tier 1, and I should hopefully be able to just one-shot that guy. Boom, easy. All right, turn this one in for 5 more Spider Slayer XP and start up the last one that we need to hit that level 2, right? All right, one of these kills here should spawn it in. There we go. And one-shot him. Boom. Turn the quest in and collect our level 2 rewards here to get another plus 1% permanent crit damage. So with those 2 levels done, we went from 154 to 156. Not much, but hey, it's something, man. It's like the same reason we do the fairy souls, right? But that is definitely where we're going to stop. It is now 200 XP to get to level 3, which would be a ridiculous amount of level 1. So until I can do level 2s, we're done there. But even though I'm done with Tarantula Broodfathers, I can't do Sven Packmasters, I am still not done with Slayers. I would still like to continue to do some Revenant Horror 2s because for one, I would love to get some foul flesh drops from them because they will be great for improving the efficiency of my minions. I would also like to be able to craft this zombie ring because I think this will be a great talisman for me to have since we only have a couple of them and it isn't uncommon. But in order to get it, I am going to need a stack of Revenant flesh, so I'll need to grind a couple tier 2s at least to get it. And last but not least, I would like to hit Zombie Slayer level 3 just so I can get that permanent plus 3 HP as well as the Wand of Mending recipe because obviously it's just like an improved version of the Wand of Healing here. I think it heals 30 HP per second for 7 seconds as opposed to just 20. So yeah, let's start up another Revenant Horror 2 here and get grinding. Okay, I have a runic crypt up here, so I think this one's gonna spawn it in. I'm gonna go ahead and drink my regen pot just to be safe. And yes, that is gonna spawn in. Let me activate my Wand of Healing. Try and keep any crypt ghouls that are coming over here away from me. Oh, I am dropping a little bit of health, so I definitely do need the regen plus the Wand of Healing. I think I'm fine taking... Oh, actually, I am taking a little bit of health, man. This is a little bit scary. Okay, we got it. Whew. I never really dropped below, like, 650, I don't think. So I was dropping, like, what, 50 HP at most? But I don't know, man. It's still just a little bit scary to be dropping any HP at all because I'm sure you guys have seen with these, like, Slayer bosses before, you go from like just barely taking any damage to all of a sudden just like dead within like 2 seconds. So it's always a little bit nerve-wracking. Oh, I didn't even check though. We're up to 22 Revenant Flesh. I think I was at 10 before that, so that means we got 12 Revenant Flesh from that one. Not bad. So we'll turn it in, get our 25 XP, and start up another one. Holy crap, I accidentally just spawned it in. That is like the worst thing that could ever happen to me. Thankfully, I was able to run away and drink up my pot and activate my Wand of Healing, but okay, that could have been really bad. Ooh, and we actually got foul flesh from that one as well as our Revenant Flesh, and we got a decent amount because we're up to over half a stack of Revenant Flesh now. So perfect. So far, I'm getting literally everything I could have possibly wanted out of these tier 2s. I only need to do 3 more to get Zombie Slayer level 3, and then hopefully by the time I hit Zombie Slayer level 3, I've also gotten myself up to a stack of Revenant Flesh as well, and then we'll be done with it. Alright, should be spawning in this next Revenant Whore about right now. Okay, nope, next kill. Here we go. Right about now. There we go. Okay, activate my Wand of Healing. And hope everything goes well. Holy crap, I'm dropping. Oh, boys, oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. When those 2 criticals came in and I was not on my Wand of Healing, like the ability was not active, I literally dropped below 400 HP. So I was below half health. Oh my god, okay. These are a little bit nerve-wracking, but I can definitely do it. I just have got to be extremely careful. Whew. Okay, so I think from now on, when I'm getting like 2 or 3 kills away, I'm just going to come to the top here and spawn it up with the zombies because I can take the Revenant Horror by itself, but in combination with Crypt Ghouls, yikes, that was too close. Okay, only need to do 2 more of these tier 2s though, and then I hit level 3 and I can be done with the Slayers for a little bit. I guess I really technically don't even have to be risking this, but we can't just run away from anything that's even slightly dangerous in this series because otherwise, where's the fun in it? Okay, I'm really close to the 44 kills. I'm trying to avoid killing any more Crypt Ghouls, but I have to be careful because if they hit me a couple times, they start to do a lot of damage. So, geez, this is getting dangerous, man. All right, let me go ahead, drink my Regen 3 pot up here, and then we'll spawn this next one in. Okay, I didn't want to use the Crypt Ghoul to do it, but we're at the top, so it should be okay. So this one right here will spawn it in, activate my Wand of Healing, and since it's a one-on-one, it should be no issue here. It does get a little bit more hits on me up here since I'm not like pinned up against the wall, but it's much easier. You can see I'm not dropping at all while I'm up here. So yeah, that's definitely the way to go about it. As long as I spawn them in up here, they're no issue whatsoever. It was just when I was spawning them down there, and there were also like 3 or 4 Crypt Ghouls hitting me too. I mean, because realistically, those 3 or 4 Crypt Ghouls could drop me on their own. They don't even need the help of the tier 2 Revenant Horror. It just makes it even more difficult for me when that thing is there. Alright, I'm officially 1 kill away from spawning in. Let's drink that last Regen 3 pot I have. Kill the Crypt Ghoul, activate my Wand of Healing, and nothing around us. Let's get away from the area where the Crypt Ghouls actually spawn in though, just in case one spawned in and started doing some damage. But yeah, here we go. We're not even dropping health at all. We are over a stack of Revenant Flesh now. Unfortunately, we did not get any more foul flesh, so we'll have to just live with the 1 because I'm not risking doing any more tier 2 Revenant Horrors just for some foul flesh, okay? We'll be satisfied with the 1 for now. Maybe we'll revisit these guys when it's a little bit less dangerous. But there we go. We got our zombie level 3 as well, so let's go ahead and collect our rewards. So I get the permanent plus 3 HP. I actually also get the Undead Catalyst here. Doesn't have much use for me right now though because I don't think a Revenant Falcon is anything I'm looking to get at the moment. Maybe in the future though. But we also get this Wand of Mending recipe here, which I was talking about. So in order to craft that, I would need a Revenant Viscera, which is a little bit expensive because half a stack of Enchanted String. My Wand of Healing, of course, and then 12 Enchanted Dark Oak Wood, which is pretty easy to get. So really, it's just this Revenant Viscera here that would take me a little bit of time to get because of the 2 stacks of Revenant Flesh and the half a stack of Enchanted String. But I mean, nothing really too bad there. But then we also have a full stack of Revenant Flesh here. So let's go ahead and craft this zombie ring for myself. I actually first need to buy this zombie talisman for myself as well because I haven't even gotten it yet. And I guess while we're here, I'll also buy a skeleton talisman because why not? Then we'll go ahead, throw that thing in the crafting table, and boom, zombie ring. And we still have 20,000 coins, so let's put some reforges on these guys. Although I think you guys did mention last episode that I was doing my reforges wrong. We got itchy really early on though, so we'll leave that on there. Okay, so I put Zealous on the skeleton and Itchy on the zombie ring here. Again, not really sure if that's right though, because I think a couple of you guys pointed out that I was doing them wrong. Oh wait, actually I was supposed to be doing Godly and Zealous on my uncommons, wasn't I? Whatever, we got Itchy on like that third reforge, so I'm just gonna leave it on there. If it's wrong, then I'll go through and figure them out later. For now, we're just gonna be okay with it. Alrighty guys, and that is actually where I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up today's episode. I know we usually do our fairy souls every single episode, but I'm gonna skip over them today just because I've already stayed up like way too late to get this episode done. So maybe if I do a stream tomorrow, then we'll go ahead and do some bonus fairy souls on that stream for you guys. But yeah, thank you guys once again very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and have not done so already, make sure you go ahead and smack a like on it, and also subscribe to the channel if you are new around here so that you can stay up to date with this series and everything else I might post on my channel. And yeah guys, thanks again for watching. Hopefully I will see you in another episode of this series exactly 2 days from now. So yeah, see you guys then. Peace.